While cleaning out the villa I inherited from my grandfather, I found an old, worn-out coffin in the basement. As I got closer, I noticed it gave off a strange but pleasant scent. I assumed the coffin must be some kind of antique, so I dragged it back to the living room and carefully cleaned off the dust. Just as I was about to lift the lining and check the compartment underneath, I was stunned by what I saw. The coffin was filled with ancient gears. That made me even more convinced of the coffin's value. I brought in a mechanically minded friend to take a look. He found a pure gold winding key among the gears. We put the key into a nearby hole and turned it a few times. The gears inside the coffin began to turn. Out of curiosity about the coffin's true purpose, I decided to put my goldfish inside, then wind the key 100 times. As the gears turned red, lightning shot toward the goldfish in the middle, but the goldfish didn't seem badly affected. I searched for answers in an old book I found in the coffin, but the ancient, unfamiliar language in the book was hard to understand. Just then, my friend noticed the goldfish had stopped moving. We thought it had been electrocuted, but when the key completed its final turn, the goldfish suddenly came back to life. I immediately contacted my brother, a university professor. He scoured the library's ancient texts and finally found a clue. It turned out the coffin had been made by an ancient pharaoh to put himself into a kind of fake death, but no one had ever really figured out how it worked. I boldly climbed into the coffin myself, and my friend recorded the whole process on camera. When my brother turned the key tightly, red lightning surged over me and I lost consciousness. My brother panicked. Meanwhile, I watched my body in shock. I tried to touch my friend, but my hand passed right through him. Just as they were about to call for help, I suddenly sat up in the coffin and described my experience of becoming a soul. My brother decided to try it himself. This time we turned the key 200 times. His soul left his body and passed through the walls out of the room. He kept walking forward to test how far a soul could get. Unexpectedly, he walked all the way to the railroad tracks where a train was speeding by. He screamed in terror, and the next second his soul was forcibly pulled back into his body. Then it was my friend's turn. His legs, which had been paralyzed, could move freely while his soul roamed. He passed through walls and saw the girl he liked arguing with her boyfriend. His heart tore at the sight. He wanted to wipe away her tears, but just then the key completed its final turn and his soul slowly dissipated into the air. After the three of us took turns experiencing it, my brother solemnly warned us never to try it again because no one knew whether the coffin might have side effects. But I was so excited I completely ignored the warning. As soon as they left, I couldn't wait and climbed back into the coffin. This time I turned the key 500 times myself. My soul shot straight to the convenience store where I work. Meanwhile, the owner was happily counting the day's receipts. After confirming everything was right, he walked to the safe to deposit the money, unaware that I, standing beside him, had already memorized the combination.